Cool.
Okay, right. Well, first question, Ritzy. It's Ritzy, isn't it?
It is.
Is that your real name or is that just a nickname?
It's as good as my real name. I've had it since I wasn't. Well, I'm not christened anyway, but I've had it from a very, very young age. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I probably don't even go by my real name anymore. So that's how long it's been there. So it's not just a stage name or anything like that. So I promise you.
Is this your first time playing in Belfast?
It is. Yeah. No, it's our first time in Northern Ireland, and we've just done a few dates in Southern Ireland, in Dublin and Cork as well. Yeah, first time here, so we're looking forward to it.
That's good. A lot friendlier than you expect.
A lot friendlier.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't met a lot of people. So far, so good. We'll wait and see. I can't make a full judgment yet. We might have a terrible. I don't know.
This last weekend, you were playing at the Really One Big Weekend in Wales.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a homecoming to you?
Well, it was, as it happens, because this year it was in Bangor, and we're obviously from North Wales. So yeah, it was just up the road. So.
Oh, that's good. What was the response like to your music?
It's great. I mean, we like playing festivals, you know. I mean, we like doing any sort of shows, but you know, I think festival atmospheres are kind of quite unique, you know, in themselves. So no, it was a good crowd. It was a boiling hot day. I think it's the hottest day probably on record in North Wales. It felt like so. You know, they were in good spirits. That was cool.
That's good. And you've got Glastonbury coming up as well.
We do. That's the next festival on the horizon. So
that's
and that feels great. You know, it's you know a really, you know, well, I suppose for all of us, you know, it's a festival that you know that I've always sort of gone to and attended. So to actually be playing it, you know, feels in some way quite special because we're familiar with it, but not, you know, we've never played it before.
What's your opinion on the whole U2 pulling out thing? Are you devastated or are you?
I was really looking forward to seeing them. Like, I've never seen U2. You know, I was kind of intrigued. I hear that Gorillaz have replaced them, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, get well soon. Yeah, he's got back problems, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Too much lifting, you see. He needs to get himself some roadies or.
Just carrying that ego everywhere must be a lot of work.
Mm.
And you've got a debut album coming out in the next couple of months.
We do, yes.
It's untitled at the minute. Have you got any ideas for what you're going to call it?
Oh, we know what we're going to call it. We're just not allowed to tell
It's a
anybody.
secret.
It is.
Oh, I can't coerce you out of it.
I can't. No,
a couple of drinks.
No, I think maybe if you made me a cake.
Ooh.
I quite fancy cake today. Maybe if we have some cake, then I might whisper it.
Unfortunately, my baking skills aren't up to standard. So you've recorded a couple of singles over the past couple of years. Do you think all of them will make it to the record, or are there a couple that you're going to have to leave off?
Well, you know, I suppose the way that we've done things has been, you know, when the EP came out, I suppose it was kind of accidental, and it was more of a, you know, chronology of where we were up to in terms of songwriting, you know, and I think there will be a crossover. I don't think it's, you know, the album certainly contains, you know, a lot of new tracks that we're really looking forward to sort of sharing with people, and I just want it to be a really truthful example of, you know, of songs that still feel very relevant to us because, you know, they haven't been written that long ago in the grand scheme of things, and then, you know, with things that, you know, tracks that we've been recording pretty much right up until the last minute, because that's kind of the way we work. So
that's good.
Yeah.
And you collaborated with Paul Draper on Greyhound and Slips.
We did,
which is
yeah.
a fantastic song. Do you have any other collaborations for the record?
Well, I'm a big believer that collaborations should just, you know, happen quite naturally, and, you know, the Draper one was not, you know, with Paul, it wasn't contrived. It was, I don't know, there was some sort of trail of discourse that happened through mutual friends and friends of friends and friends that got word back to him that we really, really liked, you know, him as an artist, and we really liked him as a vocalist, and we just kind of struck up a conversation. I think, you know, I'm very much a big believer that if something happens naturally and it feels right, and, you know, you can experiment, you know, on equal ground like that, then it's great. So if something like that rears up, then great, but we're not going to kind of go out there and, you know.
And how do you feel about Shirley Manson of Garbage picking up your records? She had a Facebook page where she was talking about how much she enjoyed the Joy Formidable.
Yeah, I heard about that. You know, well, I mean, I definitely growing up, you know, she was a very iconic front woman for me. So, you know, it's not a piss off, you know, it's, you know, it's great. I mean, I don't read a lot of things about us. I mean, it's obviously nice to be liked, but and especially by somebody like her, I think Garbage were a great band, and she particularly was, a lot of the things that I admire in any front person. So that's cool.
It's funny reading the description. She described you as a pistol of a woman.
Did
I thought
she?
was pretty
I
weird.
don't know the details. Oh, thank you. Yes.
That's good. You've supported a couple of big artists, the Temper Trap, the Editors. Is there anyone that you'd in the future that you'd like to support or potentially support you?
Oh well, we listen to a lot of stuff. I think recently, we were talking. I'd like to go on tour with Mew. I just really like their new album. So if it was just an excuse to kind of listen to that every night, and I think stylistically, it would go well together. But there's loads of people that that we'd like to kind of go on the road with. We're all big musos. So there's plenty. And in terms of up and coming bands, there's there's, I suppose, anybody who could hack being on the road with the three of us, I suppose, would do. That'd be fine. So.
And also, as you're from Wales, would you consider recording any of your songs in Welsh?
Oh, we have done.
Ooh.
And again, it's we've written quite a few songs in Welsh as well. I mean, we haven't shared them necessarily, not all of them, but we've definitely, it's definitely something that we like to do. I think it's if you can, then why not? And it's lyrically, for me, I think it's kind of interesting, messing around with a whole new kind of phonetic range. So yeah, but again, it's got to just happen. I don't like the thought of being prodded to suddenly, because we're a Welsh band. But yeah, absolutely. And I think down the future, in the future, and I'm sure there'll be more tracks in Welsh. So
that's good. Well, thanks a lot for doing the interview with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's been great fun. Thanks.
Cool.
And your album should be released in the next couple of months.
No, it's not going to be as early as that. No, but it's coming. I mean, we haven't got a date.